Hey all, we're live. We're at Monster of the Week with Stir Friday Night, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to be talking about things that go bump in the night, thinking about all those spooky, scary things that are happening in the supernatural realm of our city. But first and foremost, Harrison was just telling us how he fires people, because sometimes he has to fire people at his job, and we're fascinated. So Harrison, please enlighten us.
Why you gotta put me on the spot like that? Okay.
I think this is a word. Honestly, I don't know how to do it, and I really value.
Just
like,
do it. Yeah. I mean, you really just have to be straightforward with the person.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Hang on.
What?
Before the cameras started rolling, we were doing this as a scene, or you were
You're
firing
right.
me.
You're right. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, let's enact it out properly.
Okay, so Usher and I,
Here
we're doing our. Duh, what's up, boss? Need anything done?
How's it going?
Hi, Usra Ben. Yeah. So thanks for coming here. This could be a difficult conversation. All right. And I just want to first start out. Excuse me.
I don't like
Okay, boss.
difficult. Yeesh.
Well, I'm just going to get straight to the point. Ben Usra, you have been just terrible. You have been stealing all of the office supplies and reselling
What?
it. And I found your Amazon account.
I
gotta say-
thought it was free paper, boss.
Yeah, I thought that was for us.
No, it is not free. It's not free paper. It's not free paper. It's not free pens. This is a company that we're trying to run. Okay, right here. Please, Ben, could you please put your shirt on? Ben, could you please put your shirt on? Thank you, Ben.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know where I put it.
Both of you are terrible. I should not have hired you in the first place. I can't.
Terrible. That's
Yeah,
hard.
yes. And the fact, I just wanted to kill two birds with one stone right here. I just want to say both of you are awful. And please,
Where's the birds, boss?
Oh, it's
The
the
birds.
birds. We gotta stop it there.
We'll never forgive you.
Why-
for making
why-
a
why did
mistake
we have
through
this?
Zoom improv.
Sorry.
Zoom improv is horrible.
Honestly, I was
Any of you.
asking you to enlighten me on how to fire someone, and then it went off the rails. Don't put that on me.
I think it was a pretty grounded scene, if you ask.
Oh, really?
No, that was terrible.
really?
Masood, I like the way you fired them. You just said, and see.
Yeah, that was
Maybe
very
that's it. Hey, you're done. Out the door.
And
That's it.
scene on your career.
But anyways, hey guys, we're Stir Friday Night. We are Chicago's oldest all Asian improv and comedy troupe.
Don't tell them after.
We gotta tell them that. Some of our notable alumni include AP Bio's Mary Sohn, Community's Danny Pudi, and the Oscar-nominated Steve Yoon. Yes, we all share that in common on that caliber of artist. But yeah, we are playing Monster of the Week with y'all. Evil Hat Productions, wonderful game. This is episode 3, as if we've been getting in. Let's just do a quick round of introductions. Just say who you are, your character, your pronouns, and I'd love to hear from you all. What is the... If you could take one quality from an animal, what animal and what quality would you take? And for this, we'll go... Usually I start with Erica, but I'm going to throw it in reverse order and go with Shu to begin with.
Oh no, I was hoping to have more time to think of an animal. Okay, so my name is Shu, and my character's name is Beryl. She is about 150 years old, and she no longer runs the internship program that she herself began at the agency. And don't talk to her about that because it still might be a bit of a sore spot. She is 6'2", and that's not including hair. She always wears a green swishy cape, and she lives in a studio apartment all by herself. There is no furniture. It is also in the agency. One quality of an animal that I would really like is some of the neotenal salamanders can regrow limbs if they somehow like get bitten off or whatever it is. They're also, because of this, they're able to like move in between their kind of like amphibious stage and their like final lizard form depending on the water element. So I would like that much control over my body, like a Mystique but a salamander.
Ooh, okay. That seems pretty... Like, how often... Is this because you, like, cook a lot? Like, are you worried if you, like...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that, like if I lose a
So-
finger? I really...
Masood, you totally got it. It's because I have almost cut off my finger like a lot. I've almost I've thrown a lot of like just knives around in my kitchen, and I've almost lost a foot several times. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of extra insurance just in case I lose a toe or something.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Very
move.
normal.
Very normal.
Everyone does this. Yeah.
Moving right along. Harrison.
Hi, everybody. I'm Harrison Happen. He, him, his. I play Glizzy Marshall. I'm a history teacher slash wrestling coach slash part of the agency. I am a werebear. That is my power. But if I were to be an animal, I guess it would be like a water
You
bear.
don't have to be an animal. If you, Harrison, were to take
Have the trait. Have the trait.
Just a single trait. Yeah, just a single trait.
I mean, water bears because they never die. That's like a
Like the
those tiny-
tardigrades, the like really
Yeah. It's either that or I mean, like a bird because they could fly. But that's pretty much it.
Everlasting life flight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. I feel like everlasting life would probably be. It'd probably grow old, right? Like, because everlasting life, do you also like? It's probably gonna be boring. Like, the more you learn about history, the more you're like, we're all the same. Like, we keep doing the same
maybe
stuff.
boring for some people, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do fun stuff all the time.
Okay.
If you could never die, yeah.
All right. You
Live different lives.
live the fullest life. By
Fine,
living all.
Masood. Yeah, crap on my answer.
No,
I
no, no,
I want to
no,
be a
I re-
bird.
no,
I want to be a damn eagle. How
How
about
dare
that?
hey, I will never not yes and you, buddy. You want to live forever? Let's tell that story. We'll make it happen. That's gonna be a one shot campaign that we'll do on another night. In the meantime, let's move right along. Joan, tell us about yourself, your character, and what animal trait you would take if you could have anyone.
Hey everyone, I'm Joan. My character is named Simone Stream. She, her, hers. I'm a high school student, 18, and I have magical powers. And also, I'm a straight A student, so very productive at school. And I don't have, I don't know. I'm going through like a weird angsty phase right now, and on the cusp of growing up. So excited to explore that. So I would want to have the traits like an octopus has, where they could like camouflage, but they could also camouflage into like a checkerboard checkerboard style like look with the colors and the patterns. I feel like it's more advanced than chameleons, just being able to like blend in and make your skin change colors.
No, you get
I think
like
that'd be cool.
full on texture effects almost with those. Yeah, that'd be very cool. Do you think it would be difficult on land without water, or do you think it's like just as effective?
I think it would be just as effective. Just have to keep my skin moist, so I'll just like continuously spray myself with face mist.
You
So-
just live someplace with a lot of humidity, perhaps New Orleans. Ben and I can run a scene for you there later. But speaking of Ben, we'll move right along. Hey, Ben, tell us about yourself, your character, what animal trait you would have, and I know you wanted to talk about this, but what is an interesting fact you learned
Today?
Yeah, today.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Ben Cummings here. Pronouns he, him, his. I'm playing a character named Jeff Choi. I'm actually dressed as him, too. He is a IT consultant at Lupin, and he has been sort of foisted upon the agency as an IT consultant, but is doing his field training right now in the internship program. And he thinks he's really, really cool now. If I could have powers of an animal, we hit on a lot of good ones. I think one of the cliches we're missing is electric eel. You're gonna get zapped. But there's a really cool animal I read about the other day. Some kind of deep sea snail that like lives in hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, like way the hell down there. And it's so hot and messed up down there that they have a layer of iron on their shells. It's like one of the few animals that has like any kind of organic iron or metal like on its body or on its shell. I guess it's not really. Anyways, point is that's
So it's
cool.
like
I'd like to be made out of metal.
That's really cool. Like in the idea of like, it's almost a natural cyborg. In the idea like
Kind of.
Yeah, fascinating. Do you worry about not being able to control its growth, like becoming the thing, and like end up being completely encased by it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because the thing is rad, and I hope when they put him in a movie, they let him smoke cigars. They won't, but
No. It's a different time, Ben. You can't do that.
You're smoking Juul instead.
yeah, he'll his enormous rock fingers on a little tiny jewel.
Wait, Ben, you're missing your opportunity to bring up your fun fact.
No,
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
just pacing it.
Okay.
Everybody, I learned today that the actor Hugh Grant's middle name is Mungo. I encourage everybody to go to the Wikipedia page for Hugh Grant. His middle name is Mungo. This dude's name is Humongo Grant. It's so insane. It's
That's
like
so
naming
mean.
just like naming your child ginormous or something.
Dude,
it's
well-
like it's absurd. There's nothing more ridiculous than the name Humongo Grant.
In like the 6th grade, I had this running joke, whereas like when I was going to be a parent, I was going to name my kids Tony, Foe, and what's it called, Mo. So it'd be Tony Huck, Foe Huck, and Mo Huck. And so I'd be like, this is great. And it's going to get butchered, so everyone's just going to call it Hawk. And I was like, oh, you Tony Hawk? There's a brown Tony Hawk? I was like, yeah, there is. My son.
I love that. I think you should still do that.
See, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. That was the thought of like a 13-year-old joke. To have it carried out as an adult feels like very much cruel fate.
I feel like if anybody that you went to school with like looked you up, was like, I wonder what Masood is up to these days, and they found out that you carried out your high school joke,
Look at my kids.
they would just like have to bow down with respect.
You'd be a
Right.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would get the Nobel Peace Prize. I think that's that.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
how
could-
it works.
Yeah.
You
I
could do
think
that.
your partner would be totally on board with it, and I absolutely think you should just go for it.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me mute and talk about it. Misha's iffy about it. We'll talk
was
about
good.
it.
That
We'll
was
talk
good.
about it.
That looks like a yes to
Yeah,
me.
good fake
Yeah,
partner.
that was like a extended yes.
Now let me run this by you, Masood.
Yeah.
You could either do that with the 3 children that you named those different names,
Uh-huh.
or you could have the same amount of love in your life by just having one gigantic son named Humongo Huck.
It's too mean. It's much too mean.
Worked
Oh.
out fine for Hugh Grant.
yeah. No, he lived his life out of spite. He's miserable inside.
I don't know. Paddington 2, he was amazing.
That's fair. That is actually very fair. But we can talk honestly. We could spend a humongo amount of time talking about this man, but we don't have the time for it. We got to move on. Usra, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your character, and tell us about what animal trait, if you could have one, you would take.
Okay. Hi, I'm Asra. I'm playing the character of Yasmin Chowdhury. She's a 17-year-old, very angsty teenager. She's spooky, so she's got some powers, but how did she come about them? And does she really have control of them? I guess we'll find out. Oh, I have a name thing actually. In high school, we had a substitute teacher whose last name is Rachel.
Uh-huh.
And he told us that he named his daughter Rachel. So her name is Rachel.
No.
And we were like, no, that's
No.
funny, but you didn't really do that. And he was like, I did.
I did.
Wow.
And he looked at you. It's like that. Like, think about that. I committed to that. Think about what else I can do. I can do anything.
Yeah. He was like, he was what taught me about committing to the bit, I
Mhm.
guess. That's my origin story. Anyway,
Good.
so
Rachel.
Rachel brought me
So-
here.
I'm gonna I bet if I Google how many people are named Rachel, one person's gonna pop up.
That poor
It's like
one
a future
person.
supervillain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Rachel.
Oh god.
Yeah, poor thing. Okay, and if I could have a trait
Mhm.
of an animal, I would want to roar like a lion. Why? Because I feel like when I'm mad, I'm like scared to tell someone I'm mad because I'm like not that menacing, you know? But if I roared like a lion,
Mhm.
then when I'm mad, I could roar at them and scare them off. And yeah, I feel like it would make me a lot more intimidating. And that's, yeah.
I
You
think
are a
that's-
scary person.
I'm
Thanks,
terrified of you.
Harrison. Oh my
Terrifying.
God.
Yeah,
You
you're
guys-
you're very scary.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I also think the benefit of of roaring like a lion is that you get the ability to, whenever you watch a movie, imitate the lion at the beginning and like do it spot on. Like you could like truly crush it in theaters. Like,
I'm like, hey guys,
yeah.
just to mute this film real quick. I got this.
Wait, hold up. This is by Paramount. I can't do it. We got to pick up a different movie.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Heck yeah. Let's move right along. Erica, tell us about yourself, your character, and last but not least, what animal trait you could grab if you could grab any.
Yeah, my name is Erica Geyser. I'm playing Dolly, and our pronouns are she, her, hers. Dolly is a revenge-driven woman, and she lost her family at a young age due to murder. And now she wants to to get back at the people who did it. And she dresses like a doll, and her nickname is Dolly. And she is probably the most serious intern of the bunch. She is all business all the time. And if I were to have one animal trait, I would pick being inconsolably scared of thunderstorms, where nobody could explain to me that it's a storm and it's going to pass. Nobody could do anything with words to calm me down. They'd have to do like old fashioned, just like comforting me and like making me feel like everything is okay.
Do you like thunderstorms right now, and do you wish you hated them? Is that why, or is it like
it's we had a lot of good answers, and I was like, I had enough time because it circled around to me to where I was like, what if I just did a bad answer?
Okay, I have some questions actually.
Yeah.
So when a thunderstorm happens, do you bark uncontrollably and run around in circles
Ooh.
and hide under things?
Yeah. How are you
I do that like
inconsolable?
panting, smiling, shaking, and like yelping. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrap you up in a little thunder shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd have to put like a shirt on me every time it stormed.
Just like a thunder blanket. Be like, okay, you're good now.
Yeah.
I think that's, there's an easy solution though. We just move you to Arizona.
Does it never storm there?
I mean, it's a desert, right? So rarely.
Okay, that's fair.
Is that a fair assumption? My geographic knowledge?
Should we be looking this up? I'm afraid we might be spreading misinformation.
Yeah.
Is there thunder?
Or somewhere that's
storms
so
in
cold
Arizona?
that it would never
Ooh.
storm.
That's fair.
Thunderstorms
And then,
happen.
please.
Thunderstorms happen year-round in Arizona, but they are the most common during the monsoon. In Arizona, severe thunderstorms can produce heavy rain, flash flooding, dangerous winds, hail, dust storms, and lightning.
I
Stay
think
out of there.
Ben should just encase me in his iron and take me to the bottom of the ocean where there's not going to be a storm.
That's fair.
But there are other ocean things.
But that's
There's always
a
a bigger
different
fish.
journey. That's like you can handle that. The thunderstorms are the concern.
It's only a thunderstorm, right?
Yeah. I like
Right.
that. And then, hey, I'm Masood. My pronouns are he, him, but I'll be your GM, so I'll be using an assortment of them through the characters that we'll be interacting with as our party goes about their story. And if I could have any animal trait, any single one, if I could pick just one, I really... There's something really cool about echolocation to me. Like, there's something, like, really cool about being, like, a bat, like, and in the middle of the night, like, if I don't know where stuff is, I can just, like, close my eyes and go, like, high pitch frequency.
You would
and, like, bounce.
annoy whoever you live with.
No, they couldn't hear it. It would be so high pitched. You can't hear bats when they
But
scream.
that's how you
Okay.
got around. Like every time you
Okay.
moved.
No.
you would have to be like,
It's just in the middle of night when I'm trying to get up my, like, water bottle. I'm like, is it, my glasses are off? Is it there? Is it behind the lamp? Like, it's just like, and I just like know where it's at.
Out of all the animal powers, you choose the one for the nighttime? Really?
Yeah,
Would you
dude.
Why not?
Are you nocturnal? Are you a nocturnal person?
Can I tell you what I struggle with? Finding
Yeah.
my water bottle at the middle of the night, and I found a solution for it.
You don't put it next to your bedside table?
I
Yeah,
do
why don't
put
you
it
just
next to
go
my
to the same
bedside
place?
table, but
Just
I am
hold
so
it.
nearsighted that without my glasses, it is difficult when it's dark to tell which
Oh.
is
Could you imagine
Yes.
if you couldn't find your water bottle and there was a storm and you were so inconsolable that you forgot
Get
all about
out
your
of
water
here! I you know what I'd use? I'd use my echolocation to find a safe spot. I don't know. I would live a very
Just
comfortable
wear a
life.
camel backpack to bed.
That's
Yeah.
comfortable. I'm a back
You
sleeper.
could cuddle with your water bottle.
Oh, that's a good
Wouldn't
idea.
You gotta get a giant one of those hamster water things so you can just
Oh,
while you're in bed.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Actually, that's the animal trait I want to have a hamster bottle. In my,
Do you
that's
only
achievable.
drink water like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually achievable. We could make that happen. Once this panorama's done, I got a group project we need to come over to my apartment to work on.
Meet the man who only drinks water out of this gerbil.
It's not only. I just like to do it. Okay, I could go to the fridge.
You'd be
This
so
is here.
fit if every time you had to hydrate, you had to run. So fit.
You don't. I don't have to run, but I like to do it.
Oh,
Like,
no, it's-
I don't
it's-
have to
it's
do
a
any of
bone.
these things. I just enjoy it. But yeah, speaking of other terrifying images that might be burned in your mind right now, we're gonna be playing Monster of the Week, and one of the cool things that we can do about this game is talk about what happens between episodes. And to get us started, though, let's talk about what happened last episode. So, does anyone want to fill me in on what happened last week?
Yeah, last week we were getting our asses kicked again by this
You
group
were
of
getting
statues.
your
Well, I
asses
think of
kicked.
me as
you
us.
specifically had to be in the
Well,
hospital for
you
a
know
week.
what?
I got
was-
my.
I got
my
a
management
I got my
too.
ass kicked, and you were
Yeah.
our leader, so technically we all got our ass kicked.
Yeah, if one of
No,
us gets our
that's-
ass kicked, we all get our ass kicked.
You're our leader,
That's
and we
not
got
what
our
we
ass
We're
do.
kicked.
not the Three Musketeers. This is not Ohana, Hawaii. I don't know where you come up
Ben's
with this.
car got destroyed.
Yes.
Ben's car got his ass kicked.
It's
Yeah.
a Prius.
Ass for one and one for ass.
Yeah. But we
Um,
destroyed our enemies, the Oz crew from Oz Park, the statues, by targeting Dorothy's slippers, which are the source of her magical power.
Correct. And then we all chilled out for a week and went about our daily lives because we had to wait for Dolly to convalesce in the special hospital.
I had sustained maximum damage.
Oh, so much paperwork.
Filling out paperwork. Some of us, I feel like, well, I don't want to air other people's dirty laundry, but
Masood, we know you do.
sometimes I love to talk about high school gossip, and the word on the hall is that man, Coach G, and his two teachers' pets. Ooh. Do I have the story wrong? Did I get it incorrect? Joan, Usra, Harrison.
No, I think that's right. They're teachers' pets. They're really
Ah!
yeah.
I resent
Oh, no.
that.
No, they weren't teachers' pets. They were talking crap about my lesson plan. I was talking about if aliens built the pyramids or not. So, and you were saying how the class was boring.
No, I think Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I wrote a note to Simone
yeah.
saying like in school I just can't stand him, and then it was just like a fun something to pass the time, and then Coach Bliss caught the letter and read it and got really sad.
I should have listened to the chat because chat was saying to kick some ass. I forgot what's their name. That person was right. I should have just kicked some ass.
And then we felt really bad because it was a secret. And I think eventually we got them tickets to WrestleMania so that he could hang out with my cousin, Jeff Choi, and they could like bro out and have like a really good time.
Yes. And we also, I think, sorry.
Tickets to WrestleMania.
We also got assigned an extra paper spite paper, which I didn't do, but we did get
Don't tell
assigned
me
it.
What was the paper about?
Ancient Aliens. He wanted
Thank
us to watch
you.
that documentary. I spent all my nights watching it. I wrote like a over 5-page paper about the ancient aliens and the pyramids and stuff.
Thank you, Simone. Best student. But Jeff and I are going to WrestleMania.
That's right. Although you'll find that my attitude has changed because in the week since I joined the agency, I've been acting out a lot. I'm basically fired from my job, my day job, because I told my boss to go screw himself. And I talked back to a cop for a while who wanted to bill me for some damages to the park because my totaled Prius was found at the scene of where we had done battle with the statues. So yeah, Jeff is not super friendly anymore, and kept claiming that he has an Uncle Nunya. Never got to say the fact that his Uncle Nunya's last name is Business.
Get out of here.
Oh,
You're done. You're
okay.
done.
It's not Mungus.
Nunya Mungus. I don't know about that.
Hey, shoot. Can you unmute yourself in Google Meet? Because we're not getting your captions.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, that's a pretty good recap of everything. Like, you all, well done. I think the biggest thing to note within that is you all were getting your butt kicked by this like terrifying collection of statues, but you figured it out that the thing that was animating them was that the thing that had been activated on them was Dorothy's slippers. And then using your powers of deduction, we're able to eliminate that sort of threat, and then go about sort of your dealing with the repercussions of that. So thinking about that, one of the cool things about Monster of the Week is it talks about what happens between sessions. So I'd love to hear from you all in the time sort of after the week and in between. The next time that you all are getting together is for some mandatory training that is assigned to you all based on the performance of this last mission. And that is assigned for you about a month after. Given the nature of how bureaucracy works and things are happening, you all are sort of put on the bench in between that time and the next. So in that sort of frame, I'd love to hear from you all about what sort of happens in that month. And if we're going to go individually, and if you mention something that might involve another character, feel free to bring them in and we can sort of run a scene between them. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you all. What happens in this month post after you hear that you all have to go to training? And so let us begin. Let's go opposite order that we did introductions. Let's start with Erica.
Yeah, so Dolly, she met with Ken Morinaga, the officer at the Chicago PD, to talk about her case. He hadn't made much progress on it, and she brought a lead that she found on Reddit. If they would ever check it, they could just check these leads themselves.
You want me to check this lead off of... You really want me to look off of Reddit? A Reddit lead? Really?
Listen, Ken, you guys close down all the tip lines. This is the only place people can put info about it, okay?
All right, you keep talking about the tip lines. Most of those tip lines are people who are just trying to make a quick buck, Dolly. None of this worthwhile information is...
Hey, I want to know what... I want every lead followed. I want to know that nobody out there knows anything that's going to lead to my parents getting justice.
We're doing what we can. And, it's a shame about the system. We talk about what good it does, but oftentimes, sometimes things don't get answered.
What kind of thing is that for a cop to say?
It's the kind of thing a detective says once they've been on the job long enough, okay?
Okay, well, maybe you've been on the job for too long,
Well,
all
Dolly,
right?
well, look at you. Look at yourself. You're still obsessed over this thing, and you're going to be obsessed the rest of your life.
Yeah, because I give a shit.
Well, maybe don't.
I knew it was a mistake to come down here.
Hey, think what you want. If something comes in, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll let you know if something comes in because I'm the only one doing my damn job.
You got anything else to say, or are you just going to criticize my work?
Yeah, I'm going to take this mint on your desk and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to eat it.
Okay, that's what they're for. Like, you can have them. Just please throw out the wrapper in the trash on the way out. Okay, don't be a monster now. Out of my office.
All right, I'm taking a handful of these.
That's fine. For Costco membership, I buy in bulk. And he ushers you out, shutting the door. Is there anything else you get up to in the ensuing weeks?
I found out that there's like these YouTube videos that like a mom who was diagnosed with cancer made for her child because she knew that she wouldn't be around to raise her kid. And my mom never made those for me, so I'm just watching these videos and trying to learn how to be a teenager.
And so I think that's a good place to pull out from as you're thinking about and going through this sort of space. Contemplating a little bit of, what's it called? Purpose mixed with direction that might be, it seems reasonable to find an escape within these videos in that time. Let's think about someone else. Moving right along, let's go to, I switched us to a different overlays, so this might change the order that we're moving in, but let's go to Harrison. What do you get up to in that month?
Oh, in that month, I'm teaching. I'm still teaching my class, inspiring some young minds, including the two in my class, Yasmin and Simone Stream. They turned in their papers to me on ancient aliens, and oh, great! Thank you so much, Simone. This I asked for 5 pages, and you gave me 10. Thank you. I'm very looking forward to reading this. And Yasmin, I noticed you haven't turned in your paper. Did you watch the documentary on ancient aliens for this history class?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. My paper, it should be in there. I turned it in. So.
Oh, because I'm searching through this right now and I can't find someone by the name of Yasmin.
Well, you can't find someone by the name of Yasmin because my name is Yasmin. So.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to do a thing. I was trying to connect. All the Gen Z kids go, yas. Yeah, that's. I learned that the other day. All right. Well, it's a good thing Simone wrote enough pages for the two of you. Nothing. That's it. Nope.
I'm sure my paper is in there. It probably just got lost. Maybe.
That's all right. Okay. Anyway, class dismissed.
Wait.
Thank you very much.
Coach, look. I just found another paper on the ground and it says Yasmin's name on it.
Oh, wow. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Simone. All right. Could everybody please leave class? Thank you early. Everyone stay except for Yasmin and Simone. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.
That's all right. I mean, what am I going to do with the rest of my... I don't know, dude. Just leave. Coach, she's in a real mood. All right. Now, I hope it doesn't affect state this weekend. Stop worrying about state, dude. You're failing his class. And these kids sort of filter out.
See you later, Coach.
So, and then just Yaz and Simone are left in your room.
Are you guys excited for training as much as I am? Sorry, let me take off the whistle. No, this isn't teacher Coach Mr. G. This is just fellow intern Coach G. Have you been practicing your fighting? I know we got our asses kicked by the Tin Man and Toto and the rest of that team. I just want to be ready for next time. Do the two of you want to come to wrestling practice? I could teach you a couple moves. Maybe you could teach me some magic, do a little combo here and there. What do you guys think? I could do a private session for the three of us. We could really use some magic.
Yeah. You know what? I know we were really hard before, but you know what? I'm gonna make it up to you. I'll come.
Yeah.
Great.
And
Okay.
to also make it up to you, I pull out of my backpack 2 tickets to WrestleMania. This is from Simone and I as
what? WrestleMania! Wow, that's amazing. That must have been really expensive. I appreciate it. I'm gonna take my buddy Jeff Choi, your cousin. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. You know, I'm trying to get into wrestling a little bit more.
Oh,
Before
sorry
I did, like,
guys,
the
I left my
theatrics.
backpack.
And you better finish your paper next time. Oh yeah, you could come in.
No,
Yeah.
no. If I'm, you see, Bruce MacArthur standing there looking at you all, and sees the tickets in your hand, and Yasmin's kind of outstretched still as they transfer. Looks at it and then, yeah, I'm just grabbing my backpack.
Okay.
And walks out.
Yeah.
Grab it. That was weird.
Well,
Anyway, okay, so how much do you both weigh? I want to make sure that I'm matching you up with the correct weight class. What are you, $150? And I'm picking them up by the collar. 150? No, I need more like 110. Yeah, no, I think we can find some people to fight for you, or maybe the two of you could fight each other. So you teach me some of that magic stuff. That would be pretty cool.
Hey, Coach, I'm just back because I forgot my hat with the propeller on it. Wait, what's going on in here?
Nothing.
Hey,
nothing.
hey, Ken, get out of there. Come on.
All right.
Come on, Ken. Yeah. And you see Bruce and
maybe
now
we,
Kenny.
didn't talk on school property anymore. It looks like people are catching on.
Catching. No. I think we're really convincing here. We're really convincing. Here, let me put the whistle back on. Maybe that'll convince them to they come in here. By the way, that's so weird that he has a propeller hat. Well, I mean,
That's like
Bobby's
his
a weird
thing.
kid.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Propeller
cool.
hat guy. I don't even know his name. I just call him Propeller Hat Guy.
Yeah, well,
And as you guys go talking about the sort of process, do you spend any of the next few, do you invite Gliz to the Graceland Cemetery where you guys have been, Rose Hill Cemetery where you guys have been doing your practicing? Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little trial run just to see how he goes. But yeah, we're gonna let him come over one practice session.
Awesome. Well, let's. I think this is a good transition, especially since Joan, you're next in the lineup. What does Simone do in hearing that they were subpar on their mission and have to go to additional training?
Yeah, so I think since I'm so studious in school, I want to freshen up on my magic skills. So I've been hitting up the local witchcraft bookshop. And checking out and buying some more books, learning about potions and all sorts of magical stuff.
Give me an investigate a mystery roll.
Sure. Let me. Okay. Should I do a charm, cool, sharp, or tough?
What do you think weird? What do you think you're using in this state to learn more about magic?
I think tough, because I definitely want to get tougher so we can battle people better.
I feel like kind of a little bit not grit, but a little bit of that tough energy of, yeah, go for it. Investigate a mystery, looking into battle magic and using that sort of as your source. You're gonna mix success. So what the result of this is as you're doing your research, you can ask, you can do your typical questions that you might want to ask out of this scenario. If you're playing a character who, let's say, let me pull up for the folks at home your character sheet so they can follow along. So we got your character sheet of Simone, and you just investigate a mystery. well, that's not the one that we want to do. You can ask what happened here, what sort of creature, if you're looking at a particular mystery. But this one's a little more nebulous, right? It's like looking in the mystery of how to protect myself and like grow stronger in that sort of space. And so you have a mixed success. I'm going to say what this will get you is you get a +1 for one roll of your choosing in the next sort of encounter. You have investigated the mystery. If you'd done phenomenally, you might have gotten it like a +2 at every time you use it, but in this one, it's just for next roll. The next one roll you use in this specific moment, you'll get a +1.
Awesome.
What do you learn that gives you this benefit? What is the like advantage that you understand? Or tell me how about this? What is the nature of it? And I can you can let me pontificate a little.
Okay. How about like adding more power? Because I've been having these really bad rolls in our last battle. Just being able to be stronger with my spells.
I think that you're going through, and as you're looking for things about toughness and trying to figure stuff out, it's hard to find books that really resonate with you on what you're looking for, because a lot of them are talking about material aspects of like, you need to change your diet in this way to harness more power inside of you. You need to do this, and a lot of them, as you realize you're going through it, are kind of like hacky, which is kind of why it's a mixed success. You don't really figure it out entirely, but you do find centering and power in some readings you do of an interview with Bruce Lee. And the notion of being like water somewhat it resonates with you. The idea of moving with the energy, allowing you to be more in tune with it instead of resisting it. Yeah. So I think you have that, and you spend some time with Yaz working on a little bit of the trainings that you're doing sort of in the back part of Gracefield Cemetery. Let's move right along. Jeff, what do you get up to in this month as you're becoming this delinquent, apparently?
It's called character development. Jeff, slowly loses his grip on everything. He's not picking up his mom's phone calls. He started drinking Four Loko. In this world, it was never outlawed.
The world, that's the trade-off. You have there's no pandemic, but you have regular Four Loko.
You have regular Four Loko. No, he's drinking Wild Turkey 101, we'll say. He's watching a lot of movies with badass lead characters. Like, I don't know, there's some movie with Clint Eastwood where he and an orangutan are like best friends. That one. And like Blade. And basically, he's trying to live like a hard rockin' lifestyle, but it's not going well. Got in a brawl at a bar, lost. Started listening to George Thorogood and the Destroyers. That's going well, at least. Bad to the bone. The bar he was at was the Elongated Chamber. And mostly he's just looking forward to going to WrestleMania.
Yeah. So let's run that sort of space of when are the tickets for? Are they as you're looking at them? You look.
It's the night before training.
Actually, as you look at it, it seems to be. You check your date again. The night right after.
Oh yeah, what was I saying? It's the night after.
It's the night after. You're even caught up looking at some stuff. And let's be fair, your Google Calendar's kind of gone to shit recently. It's not as important as the other work that you're doing.
Multivitamin, multivitamin every morning. The reminder's never done.
And so as you're thinking about this, sort of getting ready, what is you're doing research by watching all these movies, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Is you're spending this time to try to learn how to be what you think you need to be in these scenarios.
And listening to Bad to the Bone.
And listening to the Bad to the Bone. Okay, that's what happens. I was trying to think of like if that benefits you in any way moving.
It's
forward.
awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's very cool. It's 100% very cool. As we move on, and I 100% support it. And we move on. Let's talk about Yasmin. What does Yas get up to in this sort of month in between training?
She is working on getting a better handle on her music with Simone.
Mm-hmm.
She joins a band.
Oh.
She's a little creative outlet. You know, she's been banging the drums.
What's the name of the band?
The name of the band is Glitter. Oh, yeah.
I think I have one. If
okay, go ahead.
It's like, yeah, so we're Astro Jetson, and we're not like post-punk, but we're not like not post-punk. We do a lot. I mean, you can kind of think of ourselves like kind of like The Faint, but mixed with a little bit of like Villains of Verona as a sound aesthetic. But what we're really looking for is someone who can like kind of be real steady on that 4/4 pattern, you know, kind of really lock it in, and got some skills at those fills, you know.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
Does Yes know?
Yas knows.
Okay. Cool.
Astra's confused.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yas knows. Yeah.
And so you it's like, all right, man, and you go over to Brandon and he asks you, you want to kind of run a practice sesh? Sit down, show us you got.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he takes a seat on the couch in his mom's garage, sitting across from you as you sit behind the drum set, and says, all right, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know.
Give me an act under pressure roll.
Okay. Wait, why? Isn't she good at it?
Yeah, you can have a benefit. Like, you can have advantage in your, like, skill that you use. But, I mean, you said you joined a band. That requires you to act under pressure at some moment.
It would be cool, right? Or would it be charm? Cool,
I think it would be cool, especially like you're selling yourself on being that drummer that they need. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a failure.
Oh.
Okay. Here's how it fails. Yes. No. Yes. You're incredible. You start going through and you start doing these fills that you haven't been playing before. You start running it kind of back and forth. And as you're going through it, you begin to lose yourself in the movement. And it's going faster and faster and faster as you're building your pattern, and you're going. And before you know it, it's not even... You're just listening to the sounds. You're thinking of the sounds you want to make, and you're listening to your body create them. You're not thinking about moving your limbs. You're just thinking of the sounds you want to inhabit the room with. And in that moment, in this out-of-body sort of listening experience, you open your eyes and see yourself floating above your own body. Eyes, you know your hair is down. But if you, as you float around, look under, you see your eyes whited out as your body's just going through this. And as you're going, you hear Brandon go, all right, sick, you can stop. I was like, dude, you got it. You can stop. All right, yes, you can stop. And you, in like a single moment, you snap back to your body right as the last hit hits. You're slammed the cymbal in such a way that it snaps in half. Your other stick goes and it punches through one of the toms, and the bass pedal that you hit snaps forward and cracks through the actual head. Okay, all right. Thing about Astro Jetson is we're a band that supports the vision. And honestly, I don't think the way you disrespect my... Get out.
I thought it's
Get out.
Okay.
You walk away. You hear him cry and call his mom into the room. Moving right along, let's go to Shu. What does Beryl get up to in this month in between finding out that they have have to go to mandatory training?
Well, it takes at least 2 weeks, honestly, to do the paperwork alone, okay? Because there was so much paperwork. I mean, Dolly almost died. Jeff Choi got his car totaled. Jeff Choi then spoke to a police officer. Jeff Choi then insulted the police officer. Jeff Choi made a really terrible joke at a police officer. Those are each separate different files, okay? Those are all things that I have to double check and triplicate because we run on paper here.
I hurt my hand.
Oh yeah, Glizzy hurt his hand. Oh, I forgot about that. Yet the weirdest thing is, after I filed all this paperwork, I double check because, you know, when it comes to bureaucracy, nobody's better than Beryl. And it's been all labeled as just done. It's been labeled as resolved and clear, and that's weird because I don't remember filing a resolved and clear 1046B4, but, you know, that's fine. No one cares about a 1046B4 anymore, I guess. I'm telling all this to Jenny, the office tentacle monster, and also possible delivery between mail and dimensions and all areas.
And so
I'm
you
like,
see
you know what?
Jenny's like purple stalk extend through the grate, and you know, you understand through Jenny doesn't speak because Jenny doesn't have a mouth, but Jenny does communicate through motion. And being at the organization for long enough, you understand the gist of it. So I'll just translate otherwise. But if this was a real show, you just get captionings as I sort of move my body in accordance. But
God, I hope that happens one day.
yeah. Hey, but HBO, give us that sweet, sweet money. We'll make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, Jenny, I don't know what's happening anymore, okay? Like I was never this disrespectful, okay?
Beryl,
I would never have done that.
Here's the thing about us. We are old souls, all right? And frankly, people of this generation have the luxury of being disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yes, right? That younger generation, they talk back and they have their tick-tocking and they're always...
They say what's on their mind. They speak up when a problem's around, and they do what they can. And they try to make change, Beryl. It's not a bad thing. Perhaps if we had more of it when we were younger, maybe I wouldn't have to be a delivery service for this sort of agency, you know?
But you are the best system. Where else could we find an interplanetary, possibly dimensional creature that just... I actually don't know how you take in information and then spit it back out elsewhere in the world, but it's very incredible.
No, yeah, it's fascinating, but it does run on the fact that I am kept prisoner by the agency. We all know this.
Right. Joke's good one, Jenny.
Well, I mean,
that's such a good one.
No, you know that in your mind that Jenny is a cosmic terror, that if left unchecked, she would invade all of the reality that we inhabit, and using your ability to connect and distribute information simultaneously through one network, create a hive mind, elevating all of the civilization as we know it into one singular system of Jenny. But here, as the agency, she's used as a data transfer system.
Yeah, Jenny, where would we be without you? Anyways,
you would be with me. Don't worry, Beryl. Everyone would be with me.
Only in my nightmares. I could only dream. Anyways, I got a phone.
Oh, fancy nifty. They still have Snake on those?
Oh, yeah. Jeff Choi put a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Ooh, that Jeff Choi. And what a looker. So handsome.
Jenny, you can't Jenny, you can't absorb him, okay?
No. Of course not.
No. I need all the interns to survive, okay?
Yeah.
Cuz I'm getting a little bit of heat. Do you know that I'm going to have to do some kind of mandatory training with them?
Yeah. Honestly, it's part of the reason why we're chatting now. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm great. Yeah. I'm great. I literally created the internship, and then my partner died, and now I just run the internship, and not really run. I'm kind of just doing the internship.
You're
Overseeing.
You've got a lot of supervisors above you. Yes.
Yes, it was not a demotion. It was a slanted lateral move.
So yes, that I remember receiving that paperwork as well.
Yes. So I gotta I gotta do the second mandatory.
You'll be fine. It's honestly,
Yes!
your team is well suited for it. It's not gonna be too tricky. And plus, I pulled some strings and made it a little more fun than your usual event. You'll have a good time. And maybe I'll give you a chance to bond with your team. A good team bonding is what any team needs. You need to think as one, almost one unit.
To get just to reiterate, human consciousness cannot merge as one. The human instrumentality project, not we would all collapse into a puddle.
I could show you if you let me out. I could show you.
No,
I'm just kidding. I almost got you that time, huh?
You almost got me,
You almost
Jenny.
did it.
Oh,
No, but best of luck, Beryl. I'll see you. And the arm slinks rather down through the pipe itself. And so as you all go and sort of go about your time, you eventually get the summons to arrive at the agency for your training. And as you're being set up, you encounter the person in front of you. Let me I had a name for this guy and I lost it. So I'm gonna think of one on the spot. This is Bartholomew Jeopardy.
Bartholomew Jeopardy.
Bartholomew Jeopardy. Yeah, Bartholomew.
I'm pretty sure you said Bartholomew Jeopardy.
I think it's Bartholomew.
Okay,
I think it's Bartholomew.
It's Bartholomew.
Yeah.
The canon is Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
It's Bartholomew, and I'm pretty sure this person is also just a talking cow. Like, I
You,
don't know.
oh, very
I'm pretty
fun.
sure.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you look at Bart, as he so oftenly likes to be called, standing in front of you at his towering 6'6" frame. This man is easily 300 pounds of solid muscle. Standing in a nice, clean, sharp suit with a white collar and the blue pinstripe button down underneath. He adjusts his cufflinks and standing before you says, so you all are the one who were running through the ringer today, huh?
Hello, Bart. So nice to see you again.
Please. No.
Love what you've done.
Yeah.
You look great. Is that an extra spot? Is that an extra spot I see?
What are you talking about?
The extra spot on your. I am thrilled to be here today. I've been YouTubing a lot of great videos of how to ensure your interns survive. Great stuff on YouTube right now. And
Wait, that's weird. YouTube showed me those videos too.
Oh yeah, I logged into your account. I don't have my own.
Oh, so
Yeah,
okay.
thanks,
then I
Dolly.
watched them. Okay.
Yeah. I love that you have gotten really into all of those dancing great things. I think that the agency supports you in whatever you decide to have an interest in outside of agency time.
The weird thing is I didn't even decide on that interest. It's just like YouTube started showing it to me because I watched one video and then like after a while it was just like all videos of dancing. And I guess I'm into it now, but it's just like, whoa.
Yes, the all-powerful and knowing of the YouTube. If I didn't know any better, I would swear there was a haunted monster inside that algorithm. But Jeff Choi assures me it's just ones and zeros. Anyways, Bart, Bartholomew, if I may, just a quick reminder that two of my interns are very young. They're calf equivalent of humans, And if they die, that's more paperwork. So just so you know.
No, we've sort of estimated and established that putting you all in any frontline danger again would be irresponsible on the agency's part. You all haven't been trained well enough and clearly don't have the skills you need to really exist in the front line. And the agency recognizes that that's our fault. We never put in a official formal training. We just kind of assumed that your manager would handle it. But that's why we're here today. So if anyone would be so kind, a single file, step right over here. And
wait, before everybody goes in, remember to have armor, to take your weapons, change all the weapons. In case I am not allowed to help you anymore, everybody please remember. You guys remember, right? Did you guys bring your stuff?
Yeah.
We had weapons last time and we got our butts kicked, so.
Jeff Troy had a water bottle, so I just want
That's a
everyone
weapon.
to...
There's a weapon. It's a good idea too.
what did you want to use the water bottle for?
It's gonna melt those statues like the Wizard of Oz. Probably never seen the movie. What's your name?
No, actually I have, and I don't know, that might have worked. The magic seemed to be tied to the story arc. It might have actually done something. Did anyone help you in that project?
No.
Beryl, where were you on this?
Oh, I was busy trying to make sure Dolly didn't die. She just kind of spontaneously...
Whoa, I don't need anybody to take care of me. I can take care of myself, and I keep telling you that.
All right. Anyways, everyone single file, grabs the door, opens it, and pulls you all inside. All right. And you guys walk in one by one to the Chicago History Museum. As you guys enter through a janitor closet door, as you walk inside, you see Sue, the magnificent dinosaur skeleton, standing in front of you, waiting for you all. And as you are sitting...
Wow, what's this doing in the Chicago History Museum?
Sorry, I'm at the Field Museum. My bad. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I wasn't going to say anything, though. Maybe
No.
Sue took a little field trip.
I appreciate the Field Museum. So you're walking in through the Field Museum. You see Sue standing there in all her glory. You see a bunch of the exhibits off to the left and to the right. And Bart goes to you all and says, "All right, here's your training. Go learn something."
Hope you watched Night at the Museum, Jeff.
What Dolly meant to say was, this is a wonderful opportunity to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like nudging her, right? Thank you so much, Bart. We're
Ow!
looking forward to surviving
Ow!
this.
You nudged me right in my arm!
So thank you so much.
Girl, why are you beating up Dolly at training?
I just got out of the hospital.
So go...
She could have used the fighting and to fight those bad guys the last time. Pretty strong.
This is just
Anyways.
the first of many trips that we have planned for the evening, but we just thought, let's do some collective understanding here. Everyone go learn one thing well enough to explain it to the group, and if you have it wrong, you're going to have to do 50 push-ups in front of me.
Easy. I didn't learn anything. I'll do it right now.
I'm sorry, you? You have to do 1,000.
Yeah, I didn't learn anything. Easy. I do that. Easy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a wrestling coach and history teacher, so
you do 1,000.
No, I'm joking. I'm going to make my way over
yeah.
to the Mesopotamia area, and I'll see you all.
Yeah. Walks off. And he shouts to you guys, "All right, meet back here in 20 minutes."
Great. Thank you so much, Bart. Great. I remember those days when I used to oversee you.
You look down to laugh, and you look up. Bart has started walking away.
Okay, everyone. We're gonna have a good time today. Learn something. I'm gonna stand by the Sue, and she and I might have to chat for a little bit. She was one of the most decorated agents in the field. Her retirement came so quickly out of nowhere. Anyways, have fun, and remember your armor.
Why do you keep saying that?
It was on one of the YouTube videos. It said to remind interns to armor up because it showed that I cared. I'm watching the YouTube.
Okay.
Are you saying that you knew Sue when Sue was alive? Because I learned one thing from this museum, and I learned that she's about 67 million years old.
Oh yeah, she kind of went back when she was done. You could have that option too. Usually the agency does contracts, 2 to 500. It used to be standard 500, but we kind of found that to be a little bit long for the human expectancy. There's a couple of, you rise to high enough, you can kind of go back to where you came from in terms of time and kind of, I don't know, retire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. She and I only overlap just a tad bit, but she is a legend. She's, wow. She could just do everything.
Thinking back to when Sue the dinosaur existed, out on the mighty plains, Beryl, you stand on a mountaintop, still draped in your fine clothes, as looking at Sue galloping with such a grace and gait of a Mustang, or rounding a bend through a plain, and you look, oh, there's a gaggle of Sues behind her, clearly her family, running through, and then you're brought back to this moment looking at the skeleton.
God, they just don't build them like this anymore. The dedication, the love.
Lizards?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Huh?
Are you crying?
I like that.
No, not at all. I just, she was great. We all aspire to be Sue. Be more like Sue.
Oh, okay.
I love the discovery that Beryl is not a horse girl, but a dinosaur girl.
Oh, 1000%. Also, super canon to choose life as well. Horses are terrifying. Give me a dinosaur any day.
And so, as you guys are sitting there, what do you guys want to go explore within the Field Museum? What do you want to go look up? And this is going to be a little task I'm going to give to you. But really, go to their website, because we can't go there in person, and go learn something from the Field Museum's website, and tell me what you find out.
I'm going to go to the Inside Ancient Egypt
Okay.
exhibit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
It's kind of Mesopotamia, so yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are we just saying where we're going on? Or
just tell me what you want to go.
I
look
love the
into.
Field Museum. I don't have to look on the internet.
You already know. Yeah.
I'm going to the basement where the food court is because I want to see the Bushman and I want to see the Savo man-eaters, all the taxidermied animals they got down there.
You head out. I mean, obviously it's after hours, and so the food court itself is closed. But as they're going through, you see all of the human bodies that are taxidermied and set up and across the place. You even, while you're walking around, stop by on the first floor.
Wait, what? Human bodies?
Sorry, what did you say? What did you say?
Oh no, so the Bushman was a famous gorilla.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, so is this near where the pandas and things are?
I think so, but they have a little exhibit down there with famous, actual animals that were famous at the time.
Oh,
there's the Bushman, who's a gorilla, and then 2 lions from that were called the Savo man-eaters because they ate a lot of people.
And so as you're walking down and you're looking at the Bushman and the Savo man-eaters, what is Jeff? Has Jeff also been? Does Jeff love the Field Museum like Ben loves the Field Museum?
Jeff's been going since he was a kid. He loves it, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah! And you pop in and you see. What is? Do you say anything to Bushman or the man-eaters?
No. Mm-hmm. He's too cool for that now.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has the joy in his heart of seeing this big gorilla and these scary lions.
And so as you're walking around, making your way through this sort of space, you are just sort of exploring the quietness. There's a couple other exhibits around on this level. Like there's a panda that you can go see around the corner. There's a couple other stops. I'm trying to see how you could tell. Let's just move on. Who else? What else is anyone looking into at the Field Museum?
Dolly decides to just like hop over behind the visitor's desk and just like open drawers and like look through like the personal effects of the people who work there. 'Cause that's kind of more what she's interested in.
Very cool. And so you're going through. You're gonna investigate a mystery for me.
Okay. I'll roll for it. What did I get? A 7.
Nice. So mixed success. So what do you want to ask in this question as you're looking through?
I want to ask.
What happened here? What can it do? What is it going to do? Yeah. Or what is being concealed here? You can ask one question. So what question would you ask?
I want to know what's being concealed here. I want to know what they're setting this up for.
Yeah, absolutely. So you go start digging through the stuff behind the desk, and you're looking through it. From this perspective, what you're getting of like what's being concealed here is there's like some movement that's happening. Some new exhibits are coming into the museum that the at least like visitor center hasn't released to the public yet, but they're really excited about some of the new additions that they have bringing in. Some have even said that there might be a mummy or two, thankfully, joining the collection. But everything's still like pretty hush hush about it. Yeah. You don't really find anything from this perspective about the greater like agency at large. I think you gather that you all being here wasn't the Field Museum didn't know of either. So we've gotten to Jeff and Dolly. Anyone else? And what are else folks looking into?
Yasmin, found an exhibit about I'm going to mispronounce it, but the Loga people of the Northern Plains, and it's about the women and warriors, and she is, a young woman who wants to be a warrior. So this exhibit really spoke to her.
And as you're looking at this sort of exhibit, looking at this sort of ancient tribe, not even ancient, just a tribe before Europeans came to America. Settled in the Northern Plains, not too far from where Chicago is now. What is significant to Yaz in this moment about these facts? Is it because of finding another society that like valued a woman's role within it? Like what? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like the idea of like strong, like women as warriors, is not super common to her. So the fact that like this has been done before, and it was women's roles in this society, like she loves it.
And as you walk away with that feeling of like loving it, I think you might not even realize it, but you hear a voice that says, it's okay to fight for what you want. Sometimes it's okay to pay for what you want to. And it's hard to tell whether you think about it or if it's something else, but it feels close enough to your voice that it's unnerving when you hear it. And as you're walking about the space, let's cut to who else wants to talk? We've got Joan, Gliz.
I'm going to the ancient Egypt exhibit.
Yeah, what do you discover in there?
What I discover in there is I'm just geeking out. because I love the ancient times.
You're
and,
learning how the Egyptians made papyrus, like the parchment from the reeds. Like the fact that what a great source the River Nile was, and the fact that its flow allowed a lot of benefit for Egypt specifically to thrive in Cairo.
Oh yeah.
And this yeah.
Yeah. No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe that's the stuff that like really drives Gliz's inspiration, is like not only history but like the things about history that affect social settings that most people don't think about, like the way geography led to the development of this place, the way like these sort of effects allowed this city to thrive comparative to others.
Because it's by the river. It's the same thing like Mesopotamia, in between the Tigris and the Euphrates. That's where really the first empire started. I like there's an exhibit that features like a 3-story replica of like 5,000-year-old hieroglyphs and like a tomb. So I kind of pretend, I kind of like role play in there, pretend like I'm back in that time, in ancient Egypt, and it's kind of spooky in there. But they say you can't touch everything, but I want to touch everything. Yeah.
And you know what? Do you though? It's after hours. Do you touch anything?
Oh yeah, of course I touch everything.
Yeah, you're getting up past the line. You're putting your hands up on everything. Looking around the corner. Does anyone see Gliz like disobey his like museum code? No. Do you? So do you do like?
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I come up the stairs and say, Gliz, what are you doing?
He's like,
Get your greasy mitts off those hieroglyphs.
He's like,
what? Hey, I was just appreciating it, okay?
Quit squeezing that sarcophagus.
Oh, what were you doing? You downstairs with the Bushmen and all those beasts?
Yeah, I'm down there looking at the beasts. And I come up here to find my friend squeezing on all these Egyptian artifacts. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, and you weren't touching any of the beasts?
No, I wasn't touching any of the beasts. They're behind glass.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, as much as I want to touch the strong, powerful forearms of that gorilla, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so every time I turn into my bear form, you always just want to grab my fur and rough my fur. So you're saying with nobody watching you, not even the cameras are on, I don't think that they're on, that you didn't touch any of those animals, any of those beasts, because...
No, I pressed my nose up to it and my hands like I'm a little boy looking at a chocolate store window. Okay, but I didn't touch anything.
The rest of you guys hear Jeff and Gliz argue about this coming up from their section. As you start to gather again... well, actually, I'm sorry. Beryl, did you want to look at something other than Sue? Or was there another thing that you wanted to learn about as well?
So I was going to walk her around, and then I was going to, make sure that Sue knew, we were going to... The agency goes on, and we are grateful for her. I'm a little worried about what Bartholomew had in plan. You never know what that sneaky bovine mind of his could go for. So as I get to Maximo, which is the other giant dinosaur in the Field Museum, I'm going to investigate a mystery.
And the roll is a failure.
I get nothing. Get nothing. Just
well, I mean,
around.
it's hard. I think it's not that you get nothing. It's you're looking for anything off in a museum in a place that's already filled with information. Like you're looking for information in a place that is information itself, and it's almost like, is it in the placards? Is it in? Am I missing like a secret message? Is it actually not in that? Is it somehow in the like? I think there's too much information for you to download to try to look through, and the nebulousness of the ideas like, can I even trust what's in front of me, might be like making it a little difficult. But yeah, eventually I think you're wandering, and let's be real, the incessant noise of the two bros arguing might make it difficult to focus. As you guys gather back in the lobby at the appointed time. And, you're all standing there, getting around. Well, I'm sorry, Joan, what did Simone go find out?
I am going to the Hall of Gems.
Ooh.
There's a lot of huge gemstones, diamonds.
Yes.
I want to go see if there's any cursed jewelry.
Isn't the biggest, like, there's a massive diamond that's in the Field Museum, like one of the largest, I believe. Let me pull this up for myself.
Hope Diamond?
It might be I think it might be the Hope Diamond. At least when I was there was an exhibit about it. So you're looking specifically for like the cursed jewelry that might be present in this space. And go ahead and investigate a mystery. Oh. A mixed success. As you're looking around, you can ask one question out of those questions from Investigate a Mystery. Think about which one best applies for the scenario, and I'll give you an answer.
Okay, I guess I'm looking at a huge diamond necklace, and I'm asking the question, what can it do?
As you look at it, you're looking at, it's a mixed success because you look at this huge diamond necklace, something calls out to it. And as you sit there in a moment, gazing upon it, you feel enthralled by just its look. And as you stare at it and you look into its deeper, man, that necklace, it's so big, the jewel at the center of it, it's so large. And as you stare deeper and deeper, it kind of hits you in a moment as you snap out of it, a similar sensation of what passing through the doors at the agency give you. Maybe there's something deeper in the gem than what's on the surface. But eventually you hear the group gathering back together, and you guys start to make your way back forward and back to the lobby in front of Sue. And as the six of you gather, you're standing around. What do you guys get up to while you're waiting for Bart?
So, what did everyone learn today?
Mm-hmm. Learn that my friend has no respect for antiquities.
I learned that they don't know we're here, so we can do whatever we want.
Agency enjoys watching me as I suffer. And also, Maximo, the Titanosaur, weighed about 70 tons in life. Though
Whoa.
I know. I remember Sue having more feathers than I think some of these pictures depict. But, you know, they're completely and totally off. But, you know, it's something. It's something.
I learned about women warriors, which was pretty exciting.
I might make you write a paper later.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding, Miss B. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Papers are a great way to learn about whatever it is you learn in this place.
As you guys are chatting around, Stan, and thinking about what you've learned, I don't know, who realizes that it's been a while since Bart was supposed to be back?
Jeff turns to the group and says, where's Mr. Jeopardy?
Oof.
And everybody says oof.
Jeff, I know you took class at Second City, but stop.
I was on an indie team at a theater called the Wheat Servitory.
The Wheat Servitory.
Oh, the Wheat Servitory.
Yeah. You got free classes because you took improv fighters.
That's right. That's exactly what I did.
Guys, these are great bits, but they're only playing to us. Like we got it. We got it.
Actually, I learned at that theater that if you're having fun, then the audience is having fun.
So,
sorry. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the hell is he? Huh?
Yeah, where's the cow?
Bartholomew is generally very prompt. I don't know. Did everybody learn the fact as he required?
Do you think something happened to him?
I mean, he's
Like
like a
what?
300-pound. He's a 300-pound cow. What could he get up to? He could stop a semi.
Well, something happened to Sue, didn't it?
Yeah.
Time happened to Sue, okay? And I will not have you disrespecting the dinosaur, shall we?
Whoa, you're the one
Oh.
who knows their max weight and tells the group.
Well, that was on their plaque. Did you guys not read Maximo?
Just after I die, don't go telling everyone my
yeah.
max weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to my doctor's office, please don't advertise.
Well, then don't weigh 70 tons. This seems like a very easy solution. Where is this cow?
Can we
I think-
call
I don't
him?
think it was the dinosaur's
call him?
fault. I
You
think
guys-
she was pretty big boned.
I think that's incredibly fat phobic, Ms. B. That's when I turn to my bear form, I gain 200 pounds, and I really appreciate if we just respected that. All animals weigh different.
And as you guys are
Okay.
sitting in this
Absorb you
scenario,
all.
anyone can read a bad situation or investigate a mystery to try to find where our bovine friend is.
Yeah, let's put Jeff's detective skills to the test.
Okay.
He watched that Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes series because it has the most action.
Alright, so I rolled a 12, which is an advanced success.
Okay, I won't roll.
No, go for it, Jeff. You still want to roll? Finish it. Like, no. I think Jeff should roll. We have the read a bad situation. Do you want to investigate a mystery? Is that the role that you
Sure.
want to do on the other side? Because those are two different things. Okay, hell yeah! You're investigating a mystery and you're reading a bad situation.
Sounds
Let me pull up, shoot all the options for read a bad situation, and so we can think about what are the outcomes that you can do. Let's see, manipulate someone, protect someone, read a bad situation. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there indenters we haven't noticed? So at a 10 plus, you get to hold 3, so you got that advantage. What's the biggest threat to me? What's the most vulnerable? What are the 3 questions you want to ask here about the situation that you're in?
Alright, so I get a +3 moving forward.
And then
I wanna
Ben, do the
ask-
same thing for investigate a mystery, but on a hold. Just pick one. Okay, so Beryl, go for it.
What did Bartholomew intend to happen? What is he doing, or what happened to Bartholomew? And
How does
depending on what
that?
those 2 answers are.
Let me
I
think.
will
Well,
pick
okay.
another.
So we gotta. How does that work for the? So I guess what was my best way in might be what was Bartholomew thinking about in this scenario. And what was the second
Yeah.
question? And how do you want to relate? Because I just want to honor the rules of the game. If these are like
Hell yeah.
the parent questions, how do we fall in line accordingly?
Yes. So, what did he intend, and where is he now?
Cool. I'm gonna say with that, what's my best way in, and well, answer that other question. Jeff, what do you want to investigate a mystery first, or do you want to do that in response after?
I can just do it now.
Yeah.
I got an 8, so that's a hold 1. And it's simply the question of where did he go? So Jeff is just looking on the ground for hoof prints.
I think might be the best way to like get into it. As Jeff, you look for hoof prints. You sort of find it. You see that Bart went for a walk, and Beryl, you follow along. As you're going along, you're following his footprints and sort of the movements that he would make. Little threads that have been left around by his clothes. Up the stairs, going to the second level, and as you're going through, Beryl, you're thinking about what the purpose of this mission was. And thinking about Bart, you know him. Like, there's a reason why they say stubborn as a bull, right? Like, he is someone who had built a plan and wasn't really dishonest or, like, wasn't going to bait and switch you. He probably wanted you all to learn something and grow on the bond of each other being sources of information for one another. It was probably the lesson was going to be something about collective knowledge, as you're summarizing in the space being greater than a single source, and the value of trying to get as much information you can from as many vantage points on a certain situation. But as you're going through and thinking about Bart, you all catch it. His cufflink sitting at the edge of the stairs, alone.
Did he was wearing these moo cufflinks, right? Right, everybody? That wasn't just me. I didn't want to bring it up in case it was like a stereotype thing of cows. So just
Yeah, I saw them. Those
Yeah,
are
I saw them
definitely
too.
his new cufflinks.
And as you move forward, looking through, you walk by around a corner and see more of things that belonged to Bart on the ground. His keys, his money clip, his
His
necklace.
he was
No, his chain that he had on underneath his shirt that you'd only imagine was there because you never saw it. And last but not least,
Picture of his family.
the ring in his nose.
Oh.
That one has a little blood on it.
Is there a metal detector here? Or did something bad happen?
And with that, you have the sound of the CSI music come cut in. We're actually going to cut to break. As the gang is going to investigate this mystery that's taking place at the Field Museum. When we get back, we'll be back in around like 10 minutes. So for you all, go get some food, go hydrate, use the bathroom, do what you need to do. But like I said, we'll be back in just a little bit. So thanks for hanging out. We're Stir Friday Night. We'll see you very shortly. And we're live. We're back. Ooh, to the night at the Field Museum with Stir Friday Night, brought to you by Monster of the Week's Evil Hat Production and Roll20. We're really excited to be here. We're going to jump right back in. Folks, you guys make your way up to the second floor and noticed all of Bart's missing items. Well, maybe not all of them, but a collection of them. His cufflinks, his money clip, his chain that was around his neck, and then finally the ring that was in his nose.
I mean, the ring, it's unsanitary given all the blood, but the money clip, when he went off of typical leather wallets or whatever, I mean, he was telling everybody about this money clip. He would never go anywhere without it.
Are we sure this is blood, though? Should we taste it?
I think you should taste it.
I tasted it.
Oh, I think
Barrel's already licking all up on it. Nope.
Barrel, you look like you really enjoyed that.
Everyone enjoys a rare steak. Don't tell Bart I said that.
Does anyone know if Bart was a nudist?
Oh, he had a
I don't
three-piece
think
suit
so.
on every occasion.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well
can't rule
dressed
it
to
out.
Never seen him nude.
Was he tagged?
You mean in his ear?
So rude.
I don't know if that's okay
I
to
would
ask.
never ask a fellow, whatever their history was with how humans raise animals. That is just you can't go around saying that.
Glizzy, did you ever get tagged?
Yeah, once. Yeah, it was back in upstate Washington. Yeah, I was a little cub at the time. I didn't know I was being tracked by hunters. Eventually, I realized there was a tag, right under my arm. Ripped it out.
Oh,
Yeah, killed the hunters. Yeah.
wow. Well,
So yeah, but pretty much, are they tagged? Do we have a GPS tracker on them? Like, what type of beef are we talking about? Like Kobe, A5? Is this Australian? Like, what type?
I do know
of,
he gets.
I'm really
he
hungry.
gets massages all the time.
How do you know that about Bart?
He talks about it. He brags about it. He recommended me the same person.
You talked to Bart?
Yeah, I talk to everybody.
And we cut to
But was he a nudist?
a scene of like Dolly having been in and out of the infirmary so much, just interacting with all the other people that have like sort of come through in the agency, sort of sitting down, like chatting with them while they're also chatting with Florence. And one of them, you see Bart in there. And what were you saying? He couldn't stop talking about?
Massages.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I know. Look, I'm a vegetarian. It's by nature. I know what it is. But I tell you what, the Wagyu guys were on to something. Because I feel so much better with a good massage. Like being able to walk around, like really like stretch my limbs. You could go to the Massage Envy at North and Clybourne. You don't even need to go anywhere special. Like they got a whole system. You ask for Sandra, she can really get in them joints, like kind of work you out the way you need to.
I don't. They told me I can't check out. I keep asking if I can.
No,
leave.
of course you can't check out, but I'm just saying like when you can get out, just go ask for Sandra at the Massage Envy, and I tell you,
There's only one Sandra who works there.
no, there's only one. It's not that common of her name.
I don't want to get there and be
Name
embarrassed 'cause
honestly,
there's two
honestly,
Sandras.
hey Dolly, name a single Sandra in your life. Name a single person named Sandra in your life.
Sandra Eversville.
Now name another.
Sandra O.
Okay, Sandra O. Oh, I wish Sandra O was in my life. All right, I don't think she's in yours. But what I'm saying, it's really not as common as a name as you think. But we all just assume it is.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. There's a bunch of
Once
them.
again, in your life, Dolly.
I'm just saying I don't want to show up to this massage envy, ask for Sandra, and them to ask me Sandra who. That'd
Okay.
be so embarrassing.
Hey, trust old Bart over here. I know a thing or two about massages and telling you how to get a good one.
Wait, are you telling me you only know this person's first name? You go on and on and on and on about them, but you really don't know that much about them.
Okay, this is how I know you don't get massages. There's actually a bit of privacy built into the system because sometimes people are creeps, so they just do a first name basis.
Sounds like maybe that's a policy they have for you.
No, once again, I'm not a person. I'm a cow.
Okay, I guess we don't have any cow policies.
No, I mean you do. They're just run by the USDA. There's a whole political thing.
Listen,
I
okay,
really like
needed
this.
to get like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I get it. Like
you're just I'm all
at
drugged
the
up.
end, like I understand we waded into something. You have clearly. I'm the first cow you've ever had a conversation with. Anyways,
Whoa, I know plenty of cows.
we're not gonna. I'm not gonna engage this. Yeah, go get a massage. And so
Okay.
you cut back to Dolly being like, yeah, he just keeps talking about massages.
He told you about his massages? He's never even spoken to me about massages.
Well, why don't you just get locked up in the infirmary for a while? Everybody
I
comes in and
live.
talks to you.
I live at the agency. I see Bart every day.
Get behind a stack of papers.
Yeah, but have you ever asked him how he's doing? Have you ever asked him, like, how his family is, what he's into?
No. I don't want to get that personal with anybody. No offense, but the agency is a friendly place to work for.
Actually, now that I think back on that conversation, he did have a tag.
Oh.
Can we track him?
Yeah, because I remember I was showing my hospital tag.
Said he was showing. Okay, all right.
Wow,
Was he nude though? Going back
That's
to
what I'm
Jeff's
ask- that's
question.
what I'm
No,
wondering.
Going back to
I
Jeff's
mean
question.
we were all in those things where like your whole back and butt is showing.
Yeah, I know those things where your whole back and butt is showing on those.
The hospital robes. You know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, the
we
ones
were all
where
basically
your back
half
and your ass
nude.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
You're just hanging cheeks out there.
I didn't invent it.
But I'd like to shake the hand of whoever did.
So,
Sorry, guys,
should
not the
we
time for
split
jokes.
up for
What's
this
the end
tag? Should we?
How are you? So if you know he has a tag, how are you going to use the tag to find him? I think might be a good question that as a
gang.
GM I would ask you. Yeah.
Gang, we could try and download some kind of app and track his tag, or we
Where's-
can look in the direction where all of the belongings are on the ground and continue in that direction, most likely area in which he'll be.
that's fair. We also
like your
have
plan.
two very powerful magic casters who might be able to see into another time, perhaps, or cast and see a direction, or perhaps a following spell, maybe using the scent of the cow. I mean, we could use magic.
I could sniff it out. I could just turn it into my bear form. I could follow the blood.
That's another great option. Thank you. Those with extra powers. Not you, Jeff Choi.
Well, can we do everything that you just said? Download an app, follow the blood, magic, turn into a bear.
Yeah,
You want an
I'll
appetizer? Go for it. I mean, is now really the time to be eating?
Okay, all right.
And then the voice of an omniscient GM says, "Yes, each of you can do those things simultaneously." So who wants to do what? So Gliz, you want to sniff this, which involves you investigating a mystery. It's a specific move you have, right? Like Keen Senses is one on your character sheet. Let me pull it up so the folks at home can follow along as well. So you got your character sheet right here. I believe in your moves, claws. It's not claws of the bear. It was shapeshifter, right? You gain +1 forward to investigate a mystery when you're using that. So feel free to roll and add. You even added on the Zoom. I love it.
Okay.
And so, Jeff, you want to download an app and sort of investigate based on bovine tracking of this tag?
Yeah. Jeff is downloading an app called Cattle. That's just CATTL, and it shows you where your cows are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For that, I think let's do an investigate mystery, and for this, I think you'd probably use what skill does Jeff use for his technology? Like, is it cool for him? Is it like his tough? Is it his grit? Like,
Sharp, I would think.
yeah, I think that 100% tracks is sharp. So investigate mystery plus sharp. Run that for me. We've got.
I also
yeah.
I had hold from my last investigate. So do I add that?
You can if you want to. If you want to add a +1 based on it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Yasmin or Simone, any sort of moves you want to do here in the supernatural realm as you're looking for Bart?
Yes. I'm wondering. I don't know. Yes, but I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I thought of one magic spell. Can I have the ability to like see what he's looking at?
Mm-hmm. You want to. So you want to look and sort of look through, try to gain vision through Bart's eyes.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. It's okay. My cats are Tokyo drifting right now, having a little bit of the zoomies. But everyone is fine. So tell me a little bit. You want to look through the eyes of this bovine creature. How do you want to use your magic to make that happen? Let me look at your character sheet for Simone. Let's see, use magic. Say what you're trying to achieve and how you do the spell, and then roll plus weird. Okay, cool. On a 7 or 9, it works imperfectly. You choose an effect and a glitch. Yeah, you can definitely use your magic for this. Give me a roll. And you do get a +1 moving forward to your magic because of your practicing that you did previously.
Previously? Okay, cool.
Seven plus 1, that's an 8. So mixed success. Very good. And so for a 7 and 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and choose your glitch. The keeper would decide what effect the glitch has. So let's look at the effects. You can. So I imagine you're not trying to inflict harm. I imagine you're not trying to enchant a weapon. You could do one thing that is beyond human limitations. That might be the effect of you using magic right here. Bar a place, or trap a specific person, banish a spirit, summon a monster, communicate with something that you do not share a language with, or observe another place or time. That's exactly it. So that's 100% you're trying to do with your magic. Let's look at the glitches that then could pop up accordingly. The effect is weakened. The effect is on a short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention as a problematic side effect. So choose which glitch, and I'll decide what the effect the glitch has.
The effect is a short duration.
Cool. And so in this moment, you harness it, and you think about that toughness of that way that you find magic, and the idea of, instead of forcing it to happen, letting it happen. And being in that space would rather a valve the faucet. And so as you're sitting in that moment and feeling the energies swirl around you as your eyes close, you reach out your hands and begin to concentrate, thinking of Bart, focusing on his size, his stature, the way he smelled, even the sound his feet made while walking, the things that seem to be intrinsically his. And as you're concentrating on it and focusing, you open your eyes and you don't see the Field Museum. Instead, you see a room draped in a red of a ruby variety, something that's shockingly vibrant in its color. But along the walls, you don't see typical walls. It looks almost like it's curtains everywhere, as if they're like red velvet curtains along every sort of frame. And as you look, you see Bart. Look, and what you can only imagine is Bart's perspective as he looks down at his limbs and moves them around, and see that his hands are manacled and his feet are shackled as he's standing spread out somehow in this room. And as he's looking at his limbs, his eyes move forward as you hear as you see the door begin to creep open at the end of the room when the effect ends. What is how does Simone relay that information?
Okay, so I'm really sad. That sounds so disturbing and sad. He's like a prisoner. So I'm going to tell the group like exactly what I saw like in my mental mind. So guys, Bart is a prisoner with like a weird, he's like shackled and there's like red drapery all around the room. So it's like a weird prison. I don't know what.
Jeez Louise. Well, I can use GPS to track him.
Well, let's resolve the other roles that we had, right? Like we had Gliz, and you also rolled earlier with your GPS, and you rolled a mixed success with your 8. Did you pick out what you wanted to?
I rolled a 9 there.
Oh, 9. My bad.
And
didn't you have a +1 to this because of an investigate mystery?
Yeah, but I added that.
Oh, you added that already? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do the same investigate mystery this time, but now I'm looking on a GPS cattle tracker to find out where did it go.
Where did it go? You reaching out, and you've been with the agency a little bit. You shouldn't have the amount of information you do have, but they're really terrible about what they just hand to you to put online. And you've been getting a lot of personnel files, and Bart stuck out at you, particularly when you read the number of his bovine tag, his animal tag, included in there. So you knew what to look up in the cattle actual app to find out where he would be. And as you pull it up, this great app that's for some reason, like all the folks in Silicon Valley are talking about it. It's really revolutionizing.
Yeah, it's about to go public.
It's really like honestly, the S&P 500 is very excited. It's the hot item.
What?
Everyone's investing in CATL.
CATL, baby.
Well, after Elon tweeted about it, they did.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Elon tweeted.
It's revolutionizing the real farm to table market.
Reddit day traders are really they're buying it like crazy.
Sorry. As you're looking on cattle to find that, you plug in the tag, it gives you an error.
Okay.
It says cannot be found.
All right, tell everybody that Wi-Fi sucks in here.
And Gliz, you also...
Could you fix the Wi-Fi? Aren't you an IT
guy? It's just I would have to go and like physically handle the router. So
you're not on the networking team. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just I'd have to get the keys to go into the server room, and it'd be like a physical thing. So it'd probably just be like your turn time on that would be about an hour. So
wow.
Maybe the UPS batteries are down. I don't know.
Only we had paper. Didn't have to use the Wi-Fi.
Well, paper wouldn't work in this situation, so don't know what you're talking about. But
as Beryl and Jeff discussed the pros and cons of digital versus analog note taking, Gliz, you rolled a 7 on your investigation, so in a mixed success as well. What question do you want to hit me with?
What question do I want to hit you with?
So if you go to So if you go to Gliz's page on the character sheet, and we go click under investigate a mystery, you did you add +1 to? I mean, you would have an 8, so it wouldn't change it. But in the future, because you're doing a special move on it, be sure to add it into at least your updating. Which one of these questions do you want to ask? What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? It seemed like where did it go was
Where did it go?
Yeah.
Because I'm following. Yeah, I'm
you're
following
following
the
the
scent.
cool.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're asking this question of where did it go, you begin to move and you're looking and sniffing, and it's faint, but there is a trail of blood on the wind. There's something there, and as you begin to bound around one walkway and the next, you begin to go further and further, and as you're running, you lose it, and you double back and you start going and you're looking for it. It's gone, but you go back to where it was, where you thought it was, and you remembered, and you start pounding again, and you run past, and at some point you lose it again. And you look for it, it's like, well, if I keep losing, then it must be here. And as you go back, there's nothing there. You're walking through the Hall of Gems, and there's absolutely nothing around. You come back and you tell them that what you find.
What do I find?
Yeah.
I just see blood going, a blood trail in a circle, and kind of leading down to down lower to the basement, but through the ancient Egypt exhibit, going around, but it just keeps going in a circle.
You keep looking for it. It seems like it's almost, well, even the blood trail that you begin to like travel back as you spend with it, it's staler. It's almost like that was older before the wound, and as you move forward to it and you move around, yeah. Cool.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. It's just blood and this the cow thing, and I'm in my bear form. I'm starving, so yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Did they? What?
I was gonna say, do you have anything else you want to do?
Look for trapdoors.
Yeah, we'll resolve that.
Okay.
Usra,
No, that's it.
Dolly, or Simone, do you have any other follow-ups?
I have telepathy, so I'm wondering if I can read
Oh, that's
the
why it was in the
mind.
chat. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to click that.
No. It's good.
And
It's
then-
useful.
But so I'm wondering if I can read the minds of whoever captured Bart to see what's going on there.
I think why don't we resolve this by use magic, because I think that's a similar sort of method, and using telepathy as the method of like trying to, instead of view through his eyes, but actually investigate as to what's happening, someone you don't know. So hit me with a use magic roll plus weird.
That's weird. Okay.
It's a failure. It's a 5. And now,
Oh.
well, I was going to say it needs to be a 7. So if you had gotten helped out in a certain way, the danger about use magic when it goes wrong. Let's pull up the sheet for use magic. On a 7 or 9 works imperfectly. If it, let's see. I believe when it just goes wrong, you just open yourself to danger, and you have a bunch of glitches that take effect. I'd say you try to communicate or find out where this creature is, or whatever it took it. You're reaching out your mind to find the consciousness of whatever is holding Bart in its prison. There. Who did this? And as you're reaching, you can't. There's nothing there. There's no person that seems, at least in the museum, other than the 6 of you. As you try to stretch out your consciousness to like find them, that's it. That's all you can also, at least on this plane of where you are, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Beryl has one more question because I get 3 questions because I rolled a 12. Right?
Yes, absolutely. And hit us with the last one. And because of a rule thing that you noted, you can literally ask me anything you want. And I apologize for not understanding that earlier. Hit me with, what is the question that you want to ask, and I will answer it.
How do I travel to where Bart is?
As you're thinking about getting to where Bart is, you are looking at this blood train and thinking about what was going on with Gliz in their hunt. And you begin to walk and you begin to pace. And as you're moving forward, you follow sort of pathway as the group is discussing, thinking about where Bart has gone. You keep walking and you once again make your way through the Hall of Gems as you're walking by, and you see it. Rather, you feel it thrum with energy. Give me an act under pressure roll.
All right. Cool default, and then I'm gonna plus two out of my 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, advanced success. Well done. So tell me, what do you want to do as suddenly what do you do as you begin to feel a connection with the gem that Simone was looking at earlier? As you feel it begin to tug at you in a way that you haven't ever felt tugged before.
I try to communicate with the gem, and I'm trying to figure out if this is a living entity that I'm feeling the pull on, or if this is some kind of magic after effect. Like, I'm trying to feel out what is this that I'm feeling and is like trying to connect to me.
And as you're like reaching out, trying to make a connection, you feel something latch onto that pull and begin to drag you and tug at you. And as you feel it grip you, you start to realize that this is something that is in want and looking to have. It is hard to describe it as anything other than something primal. Something that that's all id and no superego. You know, it's just desire in that space. And the idea to reason with it feels unlikely. And as it's pulling you, you start to feel yourself shifting and being pulled forward. And every part of you on a molecular level seems to be getting closer and closer to the case. And as you turn to try to run away, you begin to shuffle as far and as hard as you can. And at the last moment, your clasps are around your neck for your cape snap, and your cape zooms in through the glass. The metal slams against it, landing at its feet.
My cape! God, that was very expensive, I'll have you know. Was anybody with me, or am I alone?
Did anyone follow Beryl as they went on their search?
Yeah, Dolly followed.
Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask, everyone who's failed, you've been marking experience, right? Good. Also, people's...
Does Dolly remind you of failure?
No. But I was looking over the chat log and seeing some of the other folks, and I realized I hadn't said it yet, so I wanted to check in. Also, I did notice everyone should have 0 harm. Everyone should be back up in terms of your things. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure you just note that everyone's at full health. But yeah. So what does Dolly do in this scenario as you watch Beryl around a corner and then see this thing happen to them?
I want to asking a question as Erica.
Yeah.
That was she rolled like a high value, like a success roll on that. So that was.
So let me explain that. Chu was asked to act under pressure because they found the thing that pulled Bart in. They found what took Bart that gateway, and the thing that took them was that force. So the act under pressure roll was in response to that. If they hadn't rolled well, they would have gone into it. And I don't know if you guys would have followed them or been able to it, but in this way, the only thing that got there was the cloak. So the act under pressure was really like to avoid getting pulled into there against their will.
I see. Second question as Erica, and then we'll get back to Dolly. And maybe I'm just feeling like I've been getting bad rolls lately.
Yeah.
But
nobody's leveled up yet, so I imagine the rolls are going to be bad for a while.
These rolls, they already add your like extra bonuses from your like character traits, right?
Depending on how you do them. So certain moves in your actual like character sheet, if we pull them up, let's look at Dolly's character sheet in specific. So we go to Dolly's character sheet, we look at your moves. Fervor, when you manipulate someone plus tough, roll plus tough instead of charm. So you click this, and then it already has defaulted to tough as the option. So I'm showing off in the overlay for folks can see.
Yeah, and so then it already adds that. So I've just been getting like horrible rolls.
For fervor? Oh, well.
Or just in general, because I feel like I've been getting like super low, but like all of the moves I've been doing have like a +2.
Yeah. Well, looking at your stats, you chose the first line. Did you do your stat? I think you should have more stat points, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you're like missing one. Because some of these, did you go for +1 sharp plus? Oh, I see. You did the second line. +1 sharp +2. Instead of taking any minuses, you just have +1 and +2. Very cool. I see. That was smart. Yeah, it depends on the roll. I think for
oh wait, so do I need to click the dice next to
fervor? Yes, this one right here.
That one down there.
Versus
I see.
Versus
okay, well I haven't manipulated anyone yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
well,
now
anyway,
you know. Cool.
Nice to learn. Okay.
And that, it's super intuitive user face. Where I'll at any point I'll show off Roll20. Give the opportunity, please. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question that kind of came up.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
if you failed 5 times, like I have, does that mean I need to do something?
Yeah, you get to do something. You get to when you're when total 6. So you once you have filled in. Oh, my bad. Once you have filled all 5 boxes, which you've done, uncheck them and choose an improvement option. So you go through your improvements right down here. You can check off which one that you want and check off any you've already taken. So you can add these to your skill set.
Okay.
And so,
but I have to wait till I fail one more time.
No. As soon as it's filled up, you're good. I read it wrong. It's mark experience when a roll totals 6 or less once you have filled all 5 boxes. So yeah, just got a little.
Okay.
If this was the ACT, I would have failed that question on the science portion. You know, trying to make it relatable to the teens in my group. You know.
Nice.
But Dolly, you wanted to do a move.
So
yes.
I feel like I'm favoring like moves where I have like my extra pluses.
Yeah.
I feel like I should read a bad situation.
Yeah.
But I get like more bonus roll stuff for kicking some ass. So I think Dolly should just like attack the necklace.
For sure. You just want to take what do you want to do? It's in a glass case.
Yeah.
What do you want to do to it?
What would you do to a glass case? Okay. Yeah. So she's got a big knife as one of her practical weapons.
Yeah.
And I feel like we see this in heist movies all the time where somebody will do like cut a circle into glass, right? So she's got like a ribbon around her neck. So she pulls that off. She ties it to her knife, like holds down one side and does like a circle on the glass her knife.
I'll say this is your skill. What? Let me look at your skills again. What's your +2? This is definitely an
tough.
Act under pressure, but I would say use tough to act under pressure. Because in the same way that Shu had it, what you're doing as you spend and get closer to this gem is, and the more you focus on it, the more you feel it build a connection to you. And once it has enough, it begins to pull. So I think part of this tough thing as you're sitting there and like interacting with it is like resisting that pull as long as you can in order.
Like something bad's gonna happen.
So act under pressure, roll tough. And does anyone want to help out? We could also do this. Like if people want to give the help action, though, be aware it can open yourself up to some trouble as well. But yeah.
I just want to say, Dolly cannot spend any more time in the infirmary with Florence Nightingale. Okay, so I don't have any forwards, so I'll just submit my tough roll.
Yeah. It's a mixed success.
Oh, okay.
9.
I'll take it.
Well done. And as you're doing it, you go through and begin to cut a hole into. Let me look under, particularly when it's act under pressure. On 7 or 9 is gonna. Oh, I'll give you a worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So those are the 3 options. Do you want the worst outcome?
No.
Do you want a hard choice? Do you want a price to pay?
I want a hard choice.
You want a hard choice. Here is your hard choice. You can either, as you're sitting there, let the gem draw you in, or let its hunger enter the space.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, so I feel like for Dolly, she, like, her character backstory, she was like isolated and alone when like her family was getting killed or whatever. So that's really hard for her.
Yeah.
So I think she would rather invite like the evil into the space and have like her other intern friends around her to help battle rather than being like taken from everyone.
Perfect. And so as you make this move, you perfectly cut the hole in the glass. As it pulls out, you like are able to roll out of the way, but the tug gets even stronger. You pull your dagger and stab it into the ground as it almost feels like a black hole has emerged the moment that glass removed. It is drawing everything in. It's pulling anything that gets there. Anything that's not metal begins to sort of go towards this actual space. So I'm going to need everyone now, besides Dolly, to roll an act under pressure roll. Or if you use magic to somehow escape out of this space, tell me if you use magic, but you're all going to have to resist being pulled in.
Jeff did not resist.
You mark and experience, my dude. Same thing with Harrison, mark and experience.
Uh-oh, time for Jeffy to level up.
Yeah, dude. Making it happen. Cool. I'm going to see anybody else. Just Ben. Shu, mixed success. Harrison, failure. Usher, mixed success. Joan, full-on success.
As this is happening and like horrible things are happening to her friends and things, Dolly's like, I'm sorry, guys. I saw it in a heist movie. Jeff, you've seen all the heist movies. You know how cool it looks.
And as you hear Jeff go, yeah. You watch him get pulled, and somehow he begins to shrink in front of your eyes. The best way to describe this is like Jumanji style, where the Robin Williams classic, where he goes into the board. It's kind of like that energy where suddenly Jeff becomes just has less volume, but it increases in length. Like someone's just stretching and squeezing him out as he begins to whirl and swirl as you watch his body dance along the wind into the gem itself. Shortly thereafter, Gliz joins and goes right in. Here is the question to Beryl and Yaz. Hard choice, worst outcome, price to pay.
Our choice.
Hard choice.
I don't want to do worst outcome.
Worst outcome? You
Is that wild?
yeah, that's great. I think the worst outcome for a mixed success in this one is you, as you're going through, you watch and you see you catch the exhibit. You see it from across the hall, the one that you were in earlier, looking at the history, and you are thinking about that memory of like strong women when suddenly you get snapped up into it. But that memory, sometimes you have moments that feel like they have their weight to them. And something about that exhibit and looking at it feels weighty to you, even as you're being pulled into this other space. Shu, what did you say? You wanted hard choice? Okay. Your hard choice. Easy. Half of your team is inside the gem. The other, if you stay out here, the other half will be out here. Which half needs you more?
This is a great question for Beryl.
I gotta go with the most danger. I gotta go get sucked into the friggin' whatever jewel.
Absolutely. And I think you, with that of leaning into it, you feel the pull as you're sort of going forward. It's different than last time where it was pulling at you. You seem to go along with it. And as you're moving through, you look down. You think... What do you hold on to? What of your weapons do you try to grip onto as you make your way into the space?
I have 3 weapons on me at all times. A sniper rifle, shotgun, fuzzy wuzzy, and a big knife, and I'm gonna take the big knife.
And I think as you're pulling in, we see the knife almost like stay the same size, but as you pull it, for whatever reason, your grip, your tight, and the momentum pulls it into the gem itself. And we're left with Simone and Dolly standing on the outside. Well, I should ask Joan, what do you consider a success in this act under pressure? Because you tell me what you want in an act under pressure. This thing is trying to pull you in. What do you want to do?
You know what? I will be pulled in.
Heck yeah. And as you...
Dolly's nightmare.
in reverse, as you get pulled in and everyone goes in through, we watch you go. You do it exactly as you intend. You watched it happen, and thinking back to that moment, still with the magic of sometimes the most power is going with the flow instead of trying to stand against it. And as you find your energy in that, begin to follow along that current, it's like you're diving into it as opposed to being dragged into the actual space as you go through, and suddenly, you land. The rest of your party, besides Dolly, stand at your feet, unconscious, as they're at least or groggy out of it, but you land fully upright, just standing in this space, in this velvet red room. Dolly, what do you do as you're left outside?
I feel like this is like in like a character arc aspect,
Mhm.
Dolly did not like learn or grow from her like origin story.
That's
And
okay.
it totally like flipped on her.
Yeah.
So like this is maybe like a moment where like at the end of it she will like learn a lesson about like facing her fears instead of like picking the choice that's like easier for her or more comforting. But I think like in a moment she's just like rocked by what happened, because like what she wanted desperately was to like have a team to be fighting, and then like the reverse happened, and she's all alone now and helpless to help her friends.
You see that, and you flash back thinking about the experiences you had when you were younger, being sort of alone, and you know you're not helpless right now. You've got the sawed-off shotgun on your hip, like you've got the actual tools at your disposal, but it can't really fight that feeling. What you do see in the meantime, though, is everyone's folks, if you have any metallic gear that you had previous to entering the space, leave it. That is now, Dolly is seeing it at the base. The only one who's able to grab something and bring it in with them was Beryl. But that doesn't mean Dolly's life is uneventful. And we'll go back to that in a moment. As we cut to the group, Simone, you're the first one. You're the only one awake. You're in this space. You appear and you look around, and it is a room surrounded with these red velvet walls. At your feet is a carpet that stands on top of black tile underneath, but it is a simple square that takes up the whole space in a pattern of a concentric diamonds extending out. So you've got like one, and then a bigger one, and then a bigger one alongside this space, alternating between that red and black. As you are standing there above it, looking down, this hypnotizing sort of effect, you look away for a moment and are just sort of in this space. There are 4 doors, one on all of the walls, but other than that, nothing to really denote direction, orientation, or any really sense of direction otherwise. And as you're sort of taking this all in, the rest of you begin to awaken or gain your senses. But Simone, you're the first to act in this space while everyone's sort of getting their bearings. So what do you want to do?
I kind of want to look for our cow friend.
Mm-hmm.
So can I start, let's see, roll to like investigate a mystery to figure out like where he is?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Investigate a mystery. Mixed success. As you're going in through the space and you begin to look around, do you notice in this room nothing really of note? There's just the carpet, and the carpet is what it is. You look at the doors, and as you open, out of the 4 doors, which one do you open? Do you open any of them? Actually, I should ask.
Yes, I'll open the first one.
And first, give me, if you land, and if you're thinking about a rectangle of a room that's more lengthwise than it is vertical, let's go, 1 is in front of you, 2, let's put it like northeast, southwest. Let's think about it in sort of the direction of going forward. So you want to go to north, the one that's like right in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
You open the door, and as you look into it, you see a walkway and like a bunch of like curtains sort of covering it, this like velvet sort of space. And do you want to walk through it? So you walk through, you push your way through, and you're walking, you put your hand on a doorknob at the end, and you push it open, and you all watch everyone else, the door in front of you shut and the door behind you open as Simone walks through that one.
When God closes the door, he opens another door.
Just
Yep.
hey, just for the record, so I can sleep super comfortably later tonight. In this scenario, I'm God, right?
Yeah, but Jeff doesn't know that when he says that.
Okay,
Same.
cool. Oh God, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight, man. Thank you. Or a god. Yeah.
No idea what you've done.
This is good.
This is
Masood needed
my
more
villain
context.
origin
Yeah.
story is right here. Yeah.
Right here.
Hell yeah. So what does everyone else do in this moment?
A new door just opened, right?
Yeah. Also, thanks Raiders. Thanks for coming to hang out.
What's up, Raiders?
Yeah.
Welcome.
What's up? It's the
Oakland.
football team. Yeah, it's the Oakland Raiders.
It's
The
Las
Ra-
Vegas Raiders now.
Oh, it is Las Vegas
right.
Raiders.
Las
right?
Vegas
You
Raiders.
asked.
It
I forgot.
changed?
You did change.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you hate it when that
They should have
happens.
been like the Vipers instead of the Raiders to change their name.
I feel like Raiders fits for Las Vegas.
I don't even know if Raiders fit for Oakland. You know, that they ran with it.
Have you been to Oakland?
No, but
pretty-
how many pirate ships do you see on the Oakland Bay? All right, how many Raiders are there?
My friend
It's
got
quite a
her
lot.
car
No, because
stolen.
you've never been there.
My friend got her car stolen in Oakland while she was bringing her groceries in.
No.
Yeah.
Do they basically got half a load of groceries and a car? That's a steal.
Yeah,
That's a
that's,
good
some
idea.
That's a good
bargain-minded
day.
Raiders.
For real.
They were raiding for bargains.
Or Raiders like the Raiders of the Lost Ark. But thank you,
Yeah.
Laura. You're absolutely right.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Tuscan Raiders,
Tuscan Raiders.
planet of Tatooine.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Sand
Jeff,
people.
groggily wakes up,
Mhm.
and guess what? I want to use one of my abilities here, which is, don't worry, I'll check it out. Jeff is just gonna walk right through that other door alone, and this will allow me to mark experience because he's going off somewhere scary by himself.
Wait,
Which
I have
uh,
a question.
go for it.
Is the door that opened, is that south or is that a different door
It was
altogether?
It was the door on the south side of this room opened as
Okay.
Simone walked through it.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
Jeff, absolutely. You be like, don't worry, I'll figure it out, and just get yourself ready. And which door do you want to go through? North, south, east, west?
South.
South. So you turn around, open the door as you go.
Wait, sorry, that was the one that just opened.
It's the one that the one in front of you. That's 12 o'clock. Opened. Simone walked through. It shut, and then the door behind you opened, and Simone walked through that and shut behind her.
Oh.
Oh, so someone's back.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Simone,
that
did you
changes
see
everything.
anything? No.
Okay, so
No,
we're
I
in some
didn't see
kind of trippy space-time doesn't matter room.
What if we all?
There's
what if
velvet
four of
curtains.
us go through? Oh, I was going to say, what if four of us go through the doors at the same time?
That is a
Would
really
that
good
do
idea.
something?
Let's do that.
Go for it. You guys, the four of you, who stays in the room? Because there's 5 of you here.
I kind of wanted to be Glizzy, and he like blows his coach whistle like
Should-
to like time it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stay here to time it. On my whistle, everybody walks through the door. Good luck, everybody. Ready, set.
You blow the whistle, and you all open your doors. You go in, and you go into it, and you all start going through, pulling in, reaching the handle on the other side, open it, and it's like a mirror. Basically, the person who went through the east door comes out the west at the exact time the person who went through the west door comes out the east. The person who went through the north door comes out the south door. At the same time, the person who went through the south comes out the north. And Glizzy, you time it. It's like 1.5 seconds. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Well, that was a good try, everyone. Futile, but good try.
Do you think that if we like throw something through one of the doors, like it'll come out the other door and maybe?
I do think
Yeah.
that, yeah.
We've all played Portal. Listen, Glizzy, try busting down one of these walls.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Can I kick some ass on these?
Hell yeah! Do a kick some ass roll on this
Kick
wall.
the
Kick
ass
some
on the wall.
ass.
Kick
roll.
some ass on this wall, dude.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kick some ass. And then, since I'm using my claws, that's +1, right?
Yeah.
Plus, submit. Okay.
We solving this puzzle. Let's start beating it.
All right. I got a 10.
Heck yeah! You kick
Yeah.
some ass. So with the 10, you get a couple additional options. Let's go look at your character sheet again to see what those are, so you know.
Okay.
What do you want to do in this one with a 10 plus on a kick some ass?
Shoot.
On a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. Gain advantage,
Oh, yeah.
take one forward. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, you force them where you want to. What do you want to do?
I want to inflict terrible harm.
Heck yeah. You
I want to.
you get to
Yeah.
the wall, you get your claws out, and you get them as long as you can, and you begin to scratch, and just rip through this velvet. And as you're cutting it down and moving through it, you look at it. It looks undisturbed. The moment you like catch your breath and look at it, it looks untouched. And then you look down and see the things that you had chopped, the bits of the curtain that you had removed, begin to eat away into the floor as if melting, and then repopulate themselves on the wall in front of you.
What?
Something weird is happening.
Maybe magic might work?
Okay.
As you guys are thinking about that, we are going to cut back to Dolly, standing outside the gem in their home, or not in their home, in the Field Museum, staring at the collection of metal objects that have been left around. And as you're standing there, you hear a footstep and another footstep. And you turn around and you see an individual with a hood drawn up tight, a mask pulled up over the bottom of one of the ski masks, and a ski visor over their face looking at you.
Dolly says something cool like, didn't know the slopes were open.
That
Something
is
very
really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
How cool
Yeah.
is that?
The guy pulls out a gun and points it at you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
What?
Oh my god.
No, not a gun.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were fine with our cast members and party members using submachine guns and shotguns. And
Yeah,
other
but we
things.
have the guns. Now they have the guns.
Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, you're being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And next, you're gonna tell me the enemy is driving a Prius as a weapon.
No.
And it's your Prius.
It's actually just a
You
Prius
repaired
that
your
it's
Prius.
transformed. It's just a transformer Prius.
Transformer.
But
Can I?
yeah.
Oh,
Go
can
for
I
it.
add one little detail?
Yeah.
Before we cut to other things.
Yeah.
Among the things, the metal objects that Dolly sees
Mhm.
on the floor that are left is a belly button piercing. Whose is it?
Whose is it? It
It's
might not be who
Blizzard.
you think.
It's
No,
mine.
It's actually it's
No, I only have nipple piercings. Liz only has nipple piercings.
But we're gonna throw it back to our cast, our wonderful folks of Stir Friday Night. Let's go around and just introduce ourselves really fast. Once again, just let folks know who you are. We're gonna find you on the internet, and if you got anything interesting worth sharing about, we're once again gonna go in the order that we did introductions. So, Shu, start us off.
Everyone, my name is Shu. I've been playing Beryl tonight. You can find me at Twitter and on Instagram at Hello There Shu. X as an X-ray, U as in U-turn. Chinese people are very tricky like that. I am a managing editor of the Belladonna, so if you're ever thinking of writing like short form comedic pieces, please submit to us. Especially if you're from a female identifying voice or gender non-binary or someone who has been marginalized. And other than that, you can find me on Mondays where I stream Kids on Bikes with the phenomenal, we should find a name for ourselves, the Turnip Squad or whatever. It's super fun and it's basically Stranger Things, and there's only 2 more episodes left, you guys.
That's crazy. I can't believe you guys are almost done.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Such a good campaign.
Heck yeah, let's move right along. Harrison?
Hi, everybody. Harrison here. I played Glizzy Marshall, and you could catch me on Twitter at Harrison_happen or on Instagram at HarrisonIsHappening. Also, you could add me on PSN. I play Apex Legends. I'm a Lifeline main, so if you want to squad up, my gamer tag is Monkey Mod. Let's get to Masters. Come on.
Heck yeah. Moving right along, Joan.
Hey everyone, this is Joan. My Instagram is Saint Joan, and that's where you can follow me.
Perfect.
That's it.
Just period. It's done. We're done.
That's
Moving
it.
right along. Ben.
I have no updates.
Hey everybody, Ben Cummings here. I was playing Jeff Choi all night long. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ben Cummings, and that's where you can follow me. But also on Twitch, this very website. You can follow me on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central, 8 or 10 Eastern, twitch.tv/Crocodile Nasties. My friend Kevin and I are joined by a different comedian every week, streaming whatever video game that comedian says they want to do. So on Tuesday, you can tune in to see Usura from this stream on that stream.
Just point to your left real fast. That person. And speaking of which, moving right along, Asra, tell us about yourself and what you got going on this week.
Hi, I'm Asra. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kanye. That's KHANYE__West. And that's all. Wait, just kidding. I'm going to be on Ben's stream, like he said. That was my big thing. And you know what? Something huge is I'm getting my second vaccine tomorrow.
Yo!
So we're all...
Very exciting.
Yes. That's all for me.
Catch you on the stream on Tuesday, but catch you outside in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, you will.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully.
Sheesh. Moving right along, Erica, tell us about yourself, where folks can find you on the internet, and what you got going on.
I'm Erica. I've been playing Dolly, and I'm on the internet on Instagram mostly at Bebica_says, spelled conveniently for you down here. And you can catch me on this stream weekly, but also I have a road trip coming up and I have made some playlists, which I will be sharing on my Instagram. So if you like very hyper-specific playlists, check it out.
Heck yeah. And hey y'all, I've been Masood. I'm your GM. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Marudeboy, MAHRUDEBOI. And a lot of fun stuff's going on for me. Sunday we've got the season finale of Rivals of Waterdeep, which is going to be really exciting. Who knows how it's going to end? I'm not sure. But I got some exciting news that I can find a release. You're looking at the season 10 GM, so I'm going to be taking over for the next season. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be very fun. I'm very
Sheesh!
Sheesh! It's going to be a good time. Tuesday nights, I'm going to be with the wonderful folks on Indoor Recess. We're playing our lovely homebrew campaign of Generation Fantasy set in a world that is like ours, but not so much. And truly get to play a character I have so much fun playing, the worst person you have ever met, Kent Vanderbilt. Go check it out just to meet him. And then
Donkeytron Erasure.
Donkeytron Erasure. No, honestly, You haven't met Kent yet. He's worse than Donkeytron. Sorry, Diddytron. Speaking of other awesome stuff that's going on, though, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, earlier today I was doing a stream on Erica Fermita's channel, A Style Pixie, where they're fundraising for to stop Asian American hate crimes that are occurring, to stop Asian hate. They've had a 12-hour stream sort of set up for the entire day. They aimed to only raise $500. They're currently at $3,525. I was on there earlier playing a game in D&D. I'm gonna be on there in an hour playing a stream of Among Us. If you haven't yet, go check it out. It's Twitter at twitch.tv/astylepixie, and it's going until I believe 11 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, that's me. That's what I got going on. Biggest thing is just keep up on Twitter about what updates we have. In the meantime, you can catch up the VODs on YouTube, and we'll be back next week at this wonderful time playing Evil Hat Productions' wonderful game Monster of the Week, brought to you by Roll20. Until then, see you all next week, and catch you out on those slopes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.